Love your box, don't you? Unboxing day with the grumpiest cat in the world. Say hi to the camera. Yeah, I really want to unbox this now, but you know, cat's comfortable, so just gotta wait till she's done. Okay, enough now. I ain't got all day. Come on. Oh! Hey! No. No. Come on. I guess you want to lick me now. One extreme to the other, don't you? Welcome my fellow flight simulator aviation peeps. It's Aussie Suffer here. Today I'll be unboxing the Velocity 1. Upside down. Bam! Here we go. Unboxing knife. Where's my bloody knife? Here we are. Upside down we go again. It's a big box, isn't it? It looks like an egg box, like a massive, giant egg. Wait. We got some manuals here, I suppose. I'll be reading that later. Alright. Whoa, these look got some hefty weight to it actually. This is just the throttle. Oh, the detents feel good, they click into place. It's a bit plasticky, but it does have a good feel at first glance. We'll be testing these out. We've got your throttle, your prop and your mixture. And there's these buttons here that you can customize to your liking. We got some decals. So for the lights, these are decals for the warning lights. It's big, it's quite a big yoke. Hope I have enough room in my chair, my desk. God, how are we going to open this like that? Oh god. For the throttle levers, we got our hand mixture, prop and throttle for general aviation aircraft. So right now this is like in the jet aviation configuration at the top levers. Oh, this feels really good. It's got a nice bit of resistance to it actually. I thought it would be really light, but they mean business. We're going to get it all set up on the desk now, and we're going to hop into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and I'll go through my first impressions. Okay, before we go into the sim, there's one thing we have to do when we go to Microsoft Store. You type in Turtle Beach Control Center. You need to get that downloaded. Just make sure everything is all up to date with your hardware. So we're clicking install. Fast forward this bit for the purpose of the video. And then we press launch. Okay, and then we click Velocity 1. Please plug in your controller and set the firmware to update mode. Okay, so we do as it says on the screen. Firmware update. When the velocity is in firmware update, please use your mouse to navigate. Okay, so your device is up to date. Lovely. And done. Let's go in the Flight Simulator and take a look at the control options and see what comes up. So you can see Velocity 1 flight, which is the yoke, and you should have the throttle quadrant here separately. Yep, as we do. I'm just going to go default and see what the sim sets it to, because I know there was a patch to update the sim to make it compatible with these flight controls. I don't think everything's going to be 100% working. It probably need another one, but let's go to our world map and we'll fly a Cessna, the first plane I learned to fly with. I really want to use these general aviation throttles, so let's go to the Skyhawk and we'll go to the place I learned to fly, which is Well, I finished my training here in Florida. And yeah, we'll set it here. So, full throttle. Hey, there's our V buttons. I normally fly like this actually. And we will pull back at 60, well, we're well over 60 knots. Oh, lovely, lovely, look at that. Really feel like I'm flying a Cessna here. Okay. 300 feet. We'll see if we are going where we should. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we continue. And we'll put our flaps up. I think we took off with no flaps actually. Right. Trim. Let's see how our trim wheel feels. Oh, it's got a really good resistance to it, the trim wheel. Lovely. Okay, we're trimmed for VY, which is, well, the plane I used to fly was 79 knots, so we're a bit too pitched here. Oh, look, this is the hat switch that's on the side stick actually on the aircraft. Still a bit too high. We're pitched still a bit too much. 79 knots, we'll keep it about, I think that's going to be it. Yeah. That's perfect takeoff trim for me. Right, our rudders feel really good, look, as we've got it here. Oh, we're well above circuit height, so we'll turn and trim the aircraft for level flight. Yeah. Attitude, power, and then trim. Should be doing around 90 to 100 knots. We want to get 2300 RPM, which is, whoops, I keep pushing this, which is turning the engine on. Putting the that was a mixture out. I need to configure these buttons here because I don't like how they're set up by default. Okay. And as I was trying to do, 2300 RPM until I got carried away. And trim for level flight. Turn downwind. I'm going to keep 1,000 feet circuit height where I used to fly it. I still feel like we're going ridiculously fast. Okay. Let's try and trim again. There we go. We want to hold off 1,000. There we are. It takes a bit of getting used to, just like when you first try and trim a Cessna. It's been a while. Trying to hold 1,000 feet. 90 knots cruised. A little bit more actually. Let's trim a little bit. Okay, here's our downwind. We're a bit wide out, but it doesn't matter. And I've lost the trim again. Let's put a little bit more power actually. A bit slow. Yeah, that should be perfect. Leave it there. Go up to 1,000 feet. Look at these views. Beautiful Florida. Fort Pierce here. CI-95. Everything's looking good. The trim is good. Bit slow at 80 knots, but 23 RPM. Okay, let's go a little bit faster. Trying to get this throttle precise, which is it's a good. It's good, but it's a bit loose. But there's no way I can tighten it here with like in the plane as a throttle nut. Okay, we're perfect 1,000 feet. Let's see if our altimeter is set. A little bit down trim. Okay. Let's carry on flying the circuit. Let's turn base. At this point, I would have reduced the power, but we're a bit far to the right of the airport. I want to know where that smart button is, where it looks at the airport. Yeah. I really have to play with it. Oh, it should be X, no? E recenters everything. There we go. Oh no, it's A. Here we go. So A on there, on the yoke. You can tell I don't play the sim with the Xbox controller because you guys would have known that. I'm on PC. Right, so let's start our descent now. So we want to go to around 1700 RPM. White markers out, we would put the carpet in. Well, we'll pull the carpet out, sorry. No, we put the carpet in. God, what am I talking about? And flaps. Flaps 2. Flaps 20 degrees, yep. Trim the aircraft again. We'll hold the white arc. So that exceed the FE. That should be good. There we go, we can start turning now. A bit more power. Up a little bit low. I didn't want to practice this, by the way. I just wanted to go straight in, totally unscripted. I'm too excited to do practice. I just want to show you guys. Here we are. Okay, a little bit slow, a bit more power. There we go. A bit low, but it doesn't matter. We'll make it. So hold it here. Trim it here. We're going to put full flaps. Yep. And then we're going to start to trim. I'm going to hold 70 knots on final. Change the view to this one. That's for you guys to see. Hold 70 knots. Put a bit more power in. A little bit more. Trim the aircraft out. There we go. We're a bit high on the glide path now. So there we are. We're all looking good. Slowly reduce the power. Let the plane descend. Perfectly trimmed for 70 knots. And this is looking good. Got lots of runway, so it doesn't matter if we're a bit high. There we go. Now we're on the perfect slope. And we're going to make it so we'll idle the power here. We'll start our flare. Started a little bit early. Oh, I don't like the way you pull this. It's a bit too sensitive. This needs adjusting for sure. And use some rudder. Use a bit of rudder. I want to make the mic markers. Saw one up. And we touched down. Okay. That was good, but I really need to adjust the sensitivity. I heard someone put it to 30%. So we'll get that done. Okay, so we've got to find out first which ones are. Okay, we've got to set. We got throttle one both set to both, so that's going to need some adjustments first. Profile. Single engine prop, twin jet. And we go back, input mode. Twin jet is the profile we want. So twin jet has this, and there you got your middle. See. Your spoilers, haha. Now I can put this the spoilers. And this is your flaps. Right. I wish they had the actual square one for the flap up here instead of giving us only an option of mixture prop and throttle and this jet throttle. This jet thrust knob. But yeah, I would have appreciated a nice square one to put on because we got the spoiler which I've put the wrong way. There you go. Right. So everything's set now. Flaps are set for takeoff. And I'll show you here. Parking brake is off. And let's go. Full power. You sure I have. Yeah, this view. Taking off from Orlando. I have no idea what the rotate speed is in the 787, so I'm guessing it's about 150. And there we go. Positive rate. Gear up, which I have no idea, so I'm just going to press G. Because I don't know which button is gear. Whoa! Why is the spoilers on? There we go. I think I must have pressed the button to activate them. This is hilarious. I should practice on this 787 a lot more. Do a nice little circuit here.
Orlando Tower Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 frequency change. Orlando approach Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 is type Boeing B-78X 2 miles northeast of 0 Foxtrot Lima 52,700 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 Orlando approach. Squawk tree 276. Squawk tree 276 Boeing 787. Boeing 787 radar contact 5 miles northeast of Fort Tree Foxtrot Delta 1,900 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Cleared through the Bravo airspace Boeing 787.
It should be, I think, around 160. Here we are. Speed brakes out. I'm the plane a little bit. Power. Looking good. A little bit low, but looking good. Full flaps. For some reason the plane is not responding to the trim, but I can see it there. Looking good, all lined up. Some more power. Hard landing. Reverse thrust. Oh, God, we're bouncing. Oh, crap. I played with the sensitivities way too much here. Do we have reverse thrust out? Do we? No, we don't. Okay, thank you people for watching. I'll be doing a more in-depth review within about a week's time. We'll hopefully have the simulator patched by then and it'll be more supported for some of the light features here. And maybe some of the bindings will change because there's no reverse thrust on the jets by default. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.